Hey guys, it's Tori and I'm here right now with Nothing More. How's it going, y'all?
Doing good.
Howdy, because we are kind of in the South, so I think, is that the appropriate way to greet each other now?
I think that's my only tie to Texas.
Yeah. Howdy, y'all. Yeah, that's about it. We're city slickers.
Yeah, we don't have accents, but I guess I do say howdy.
Yeah, I feel like every time I've been to Texas, everyone lets me down and no one says howdy to me. It's really disappointing.
That is disappointing. What part of Texas are you going to?
I mean, usually Houston. Is that not the spot to hear howdy?
No, it's a spot to hear howdy. That's for damn sure, you son of a bitch. Sorry, Texas.
Amazing. We're off to a great start in this interview already. Love it.
Perfect, yeah.
Well, we're going to start with a few finish the sentence questions to start things off. So the first one here is the most surreal moment of your career so far was when?
Ooh, definitely the Grammys.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got the 3 Grammy nominations, it was surreal. That was the word.
Yeah.
So, we were actually crossing into the Czech Republic from Poland, and we had stayed up all night, hanging out. We had just had an awesome show in Poland. They're all crazy there.
Yeah.
And we're just hung over in this van, and I hear Mark on the phone with our manager, and, throbbing headache, and it's like, I hear oh, Grammys. It's like, what? And I hear oh, nominations, and it's like, oh, of course, this is the day where we hear the biggest news of our life. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, it's like, where do you go up from there now? Because isn't that sort of what everyone strives for, to get that Grammy nomination?
Yeah. There's really no competition in music, but if there was one, it's the Grammys.
That is true.
From there, I guess cover of Rolling Stone, that would probably be as cool, I would say. But maybe actually winning a Grammy.
Yeah, that's fair.
There is that.
Yeah.
Right now, they gave us participation medals.
Yeah.
The next album, I can feel it.
I can feel it. Yeah, we're going.
Yes. And now this is a more fun one here. If you could ask a genie for one wish, it would be?
Yeah, let me think.
World peace. Everybody love each other.
I think I'd like to visit another planet if that's possible.
Ooh.
See Jupiter or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if genies can do that either, but yeah.
I mean, genie's a genie. They can do anything. I don't know. The next one here, one trend that you wish would go away is?
A trend?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's see. This guy drove by earlier just blasting music, and he had 24s on an old crappy Dodge Durango, smoking a cigarette. He's just a really nasty looking guy. I'm I remember when that was became a thing, and I thought all those people had gone away, but they're still there.
Still going strong.
Sorry, buddy. I hope you don't watch this, but I didn't like you.
I heard about, I can't do the impersonation, maybe you can do it better, but a lot of women now they have vocal problems because they're doing Kardashian, the Kim Kardashian voice or whatever. Yeah.
What?
And it's literally
the high-pitched nasally kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah, and it's literally messing with their vocal cords, and they're getting nodules or whatever. That's
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm actually really thankful I don't know what you're talking about in this case.
Yeah, maybe it's because we're down here in the South. So.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and get rid of the duck face selfies while we're at it too.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Surprised that one's still going, to be honest. And the last finished sentence is, the most common misconception about Nothing More is?
That's a good question.
We're not the metal band Nevermore.
Yeah. Everyone gets our name wrong.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm trying to think. I always think that I build all the metals, the steel stuff on stage, and my assumption is that everybody thinks that our singer does it, just because everybody thinks the singer does everything. So that might be a misconception, but nobody's ever said it before. A common misconception of this tour is that I'm the lead singer of Palisades, and I'm not the lead singer
Lou?
of Palisades. Yeah, I'm not Lou.
There's no resemblance. How does that even happen?
Maybe from 35 feet, 4 drinks in, dark lights, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
If you squint really hard where your eyes are almost closed.
It's happened a lot, so
That's
it's kind
very
of funny. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Well, speaking of this tour and Palisades and whatnot, you are on the Truth Tour right now, and you're doing something really cool on this tour. You've brought out a couple organizations that are really amazing. Headcount, which they're helping to register new voters, and you have To Write Love on Her Arms, raising awareness for mental health. And when you kind of think about organizations to bring out on a tour, there's so many different ways you could go with that. So why did you choose these two in particular to be the focal point?
Well, it's pretty cool because they are on different spectrums. So that ties in with the whole truth idea. And the reason the word's upside down is it doesn't make it evil or anything like that. It's literally a perspective. Just because it looks different and it doesn't look right to you doesn't make it wrong. And that's the whole idea of truth. It's everything that you've been through, that you've experienced. You have found your own interpretation of the truth.
Right.
So it's cool to have two different types of things that we believe in and we support kind of come together like that.
And it's actually fascinating because in a sense that does tie in with the overall theme of the stories we tell ourselves, which is all about your perception and how that can totally skew reality. So really cool. That's so cohesive and nice. I love that. That's great. Well, we'll get into that a little bit more later. But while working with To Write Love on Her Arms, you've done the I Know Jenny campaign. Hashtag if you want to, tag something. But why do you think it is so important to be using social media as a platform to raise awareness for mental health and, be sharing your stories in that kind of way?
Yeah, I think the biggest part of it is just like ending the stigma about mental health. It's one of those things that I think keeps people from actually going and getting help. There, even if say you have a drinking problem, the words, everything around getting help just sounds so bad. Like, oh, you're an addict, or it's all this like just very negative stuff. But if you genuinely have an issue, it's something you can't control. It's just people get into certain situations sometimes, and you need help to pull yourself out and to figure out how to make a change for the better. And we're all about just encouraging people to do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's way better to just admit that you need help and become happy than to just wallow in some lesser state of mind. So
yeah. And when you think about like these stigmas and whatnot, it in a sense kind of makes it feel like a weak thing to do to get help, but in fact it's such a strong thing to do. It's a total opposite. So really cool that you guys are opening that conversation even further.
Yeah. And a lot of people that do find themselves in that situation are actually like their mind is more active than like a more stable person, and so the world's a beautiful place, and it's not something that it's something that everybody should enjoy. So
100%.
We want people to be happy.
Yes, and it's great too because you are making your concerts such a safe place for everyone, regardless of what they're going through. But unfortunately, not every show and not every venue has that kind of energy, yet. So what do you think fans can do that are going to shows outside of this tour to make concerts a safer place and make it more comfortable for everyone?
Yeah, I think putting yourself in that head place is like what brought you there in the first place, which is music. This is awesome. It's a language we can all relate to, and these songs have changed our lives or got us through this hard time, and it's that thing that connects us. So at the end of the day, we're all just here having a good time singing these songs together. And some of my favorite experiences are just doing that, losing yourself in the moment and just taking it all in at a show with your buddies,
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, I've always found, or it seems like the more angry the band seems musically, like the nicer they are, and like the sweeter they are. They look mean and nasty, and like they would eat you for breakfast. And it's like the dude's just like, "Oh, baby, come here," like, "Plug it out, bro."
Wow.
It's like, I swear I saw fire come out of your mouth last night on stage.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are some scary dudes, I tell you what. No, it's true though. Like, I've interviewed some pop artists and I'm like, what is going on here? And then the rock artists are always super chill. What do you know? And something really cool is that you do use your music as a platform to raise social awareness and inspire political change here. And so, do you personally feel a sense of responsibility to use music as a form of activism? And in addition to that, what are your thoughts on artists who choose not to?
It's a good question for sure. I feel like, yes, we are using it as a platform, but we're only using it in the sense of telling people to make a decision or to find your truth, not to choose left or choose right. And it's really to just think for yourself, and we're happy to promote that.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we like to encourage people to learn how to think rather than tell them what to think.
Yes.
Right. It's
So-
just sort of getting them involved and taking that first step to start thinking about what's around them.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
Yeah, but there are some artists who choose kind of just to keep things light and not really focus on these sort of issues. So what are your thoughts on that?
It's not wrong.
Teach their
Teach
own.
their own.
Yeah,
You know, everyone has a different purpose. You know, and everyone, you know, artists just write about what's important to them, and if that, you know, if that's so important to you, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And so to talk about your most recent album, The Stories We Tell Ourselves, what are you kind of hoping fans will take away from this album, and what action do you hope they'll spark? You kind of touched on it a little bit, but maybe focusing a little more on this album in particular.
Yeah.
Is that something you thought about during the writing process of how you wanted to inspire other people, or was it more for you guys, do you think?
No, it's always both, for sure. We do want to be honest and write about things we care about, and that are, historically speaking, most of our songs come from very personal experiences and what we're going through, what we're learning or thinking about. So in that way, it's, yeah, I mean, just like any other record, you hope people hold these stories close and that they can use it to get them through hard times. And I think like the first song on the record is like, right, everybody wants to change the world, nobody wants to change themselves. So it is that introspective, like, yeah, look within, you know, and think about what you need to do. You know, Gandhi said, you know, be the change you want to see in the world. And that's huge. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Even the phrase, like, the story we tell ourselves, like, I say that to myself all the time. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just like, you know, so-and-so's this, or I'm this, and this is what happened. It's like, or that's the story I tell myself anyway.
Where
You
is
know,
the truth?
Where's the truth? So, you know, I think if a person always at least considers the other side before they just damn it to hell or, you know, build a roadblock or something, then you're usually in a better spot to
Yeah.
actually get to where you need to be, I think. So, I don't know. Just consideration is a big deal,
Yeah,
I think.
perspective for sure.
Perspective.
It's wild how I was listening to this album for 2 years, and then when I read like the bio I got, you know, before doing an interview, as you do, that I was reading how the album title came about, and it made so much sense, and I hadn't realized like exactly what the message was. So it's really cool to be able to touch on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Huge epiphany the moment I read that. I was like, yeah, I have a lot of shit going on up here, don't I?
yeah. Oh, we all do, yeah.
So it's amazing how even without listening to the album, just the title says so much. Yeah. And that album did come out 2 years ago. So are you guys starting to think about new music yet? Is that something on your mind?
Absolutely. We're finishing this tour. We have 5 more shows. Then a real short break, go to Europe for a month, and then it's time to start writing a new record. So at this phase of everything, we've been touring so heavily, we haven't gotten together and written it all, but everyone individually has been kind of creating sparks, if you will, like initial musical ideas and concepts to bring to the table for us all to work on. So, yeah.
Have you guys started thinking about kind of where you want to go next as far as message is concerned? What you want to talk about next?
I'm sure we all have individually, and I don't know. We find fortunately we're always kind of on the same page, like with every record. Like, and we don't, in our songwriting, we don't even we don't even start working on a song unless we can all connect on it. Because we all work on all the music together, all the lyrics together. So it is, everything you hear is like a cohesive thing that all of us think and feel. So, I don't know. We try not to go in, you know, I think it's every band's dream to do like a big fat concept record at some point, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So that's always tempting, but for us,
You guys would kill it too with a concept album. I'm just saying.
maybe one. I think we will at some point, but as we write, you know, there just always kind of seem to be common threads, but from song to song. So I don't know exactly what that's going to be for this next one, because we've all had we've all lived a little bit more since the last record, obviously, and
100%.
a lot has changed, and so it's gonna be cool to kind of do that again. You know, it's kind of funny. I was in my bunk last night and thinking, I was like, we're like children. Like we still like share with each other all the time. We stay up late together all the time.
Slumber party.
You know, yeah, it is, and it's awesome. Like
is rad.
it's cool to still like be. I don't know, just. emotionally open with like your best buds all the time. It's cool.
And especially thinking about the lifestyle of touring, it can get very monotonous, repetitive, exhausting. So the fact that you guys do have that energy still is very amazing and awesome.
Yeah, no, we're still friends, and we have a dream team of a crew right now, and they're great at what they do, and they're awesome people. So it's like you never know what's gonna happen every night. It's fun.
Good.
So.
I love to hear that. And speaking of the new music, I love the cryptic answer that I got. That will definitely keep me hanging. So I'm excited to see.
Wait and see.
Exactly, excited to see what comes out of it. Yeah, good one.
Sorry.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and everybody watching, make sure you check out Nothing More if you haven't already. Subscribe for more interviews, and we'll catch you later. Bye.